Top 25 Airport Staff Interview Questions and Answers. Airport staff play an important role in keeping airport operations smooth, safe, and professional. Whether the job is at check-in, boarding gates, customer service, baggage handling, security support, passenger assistance, or ground operations, employers want candidates who are calm, polite, reliable, and able to work under pressure. In an airport environment, every small mistake can affect passengers' flights and schedules, so interviewers look for people with strong communication skills, attention to detail, teamwork, and problem-solving ability. These airport staff interview questions and answers will help you prepare confidently and show that you understand the real responsibilities of the role. 1. Tell me about yourself. I am a responsible, calm, and customer-focused person who enjoys working in busy environments where good communication and teamwork are important. I understand that airport staff must deal with passengers from different backgrounds, support daily operations, follow safety procedures, and remain professional under pressure. I am organized, punctual, and comfortable handling questions, complaints, and urgent situations politely. I also understand the importance of accuracy when checking documents, giving information, or assisting passengers. I believe my patience, reliability, and willingness to learn make me suitable for an airport staff role. 2. Why do you want to work as airport staff? I want to work as airport staff because I enjoy helping people and being part of a fast-moving professional environment. Airports are busy places where every role matters, from assisting passengers to supporting flight operations. I like jobs that require discipline, teamwork, and clear communication. This role also gives me the opportunity to meet different people, solve problems, and learn about the aviation industry. I understand that airport work can be demanding, but I am ready for the responsibility because I enjoy staying active, focused, and helpful throughout my shift. 3. What do you know about the role of airport staff? Airport staff are responsible for helping passengers and supporting airport operations in a safe, efficient, and professional way. Depending on the position, duties may include checking passengers in, verifying travel documents, answering questions, guiding passengers to gates, assisting with baggage, supporting boarding procedures, handling delays, and helping passengers with special needs. Airport staff must follow rules carefully because safety and security are very important. They also need strong customer service skills because passengers may be stressed, confused, or in a hurry, so calm and polite support is essential. 4. How would you handle an angry passenger? If a passenger was angry, I would stay calm and listen carefully without interrupting. I would allow them to explain the issue and show that I understand their frustration. I would speak politely, avoid arguing, and focus on finding a practical solution within company and airport rules. If the problem was something I could solve, I would act quickly. If it required a supervisor or another department, I would explain the next steps clearly. My goal would be to reduce tension, protect safety, and make the passenger feel respected. 5. How do you handle pressure in a busy airport environment? I handle pressure by staying organized, focusing on one task at a time, and keeping a calm attitude. In an airport, things can change quickly, such as delays, long queues, missing documents, or upset passengers. I would prioritize urgent tasks, follow procedures, and communicate clearly with passengers and team members. I would not panic, because that can create confusion. Instead, I would remain professional and ask for support when needed. I believe pressure can be managed well when you stay focused, patient, and disciplined. 6. What would you do if a passenger misses their flight? If a passenger missed their flight, I would first remain calm and show empathy, because the passenger may be stressed or upset. I would check the correct procedure based on the airline or airport policy and guide the passenger to the appropriate service desk or ticket counter. I would explain their options clearly, such as rebooking, standby travel, baggage support, or speaking with airline representatives. I would avoid giving false promises and make sure the passenger receives accurate information. Professional communication is very important in this situation. 7. How would you assist a passenger with special needs? I would assist a passenger with special needs respectfully, patiently, and according to airport procedures. First, I would ask how I can help instead of assuming what they need. If wheelchair assistance, escort support, priority boarding, or communication help is required, I would coordinate with the correct team. I would make sure the passenger feels comfortable, safe, and informed throughout the process. I would also protect their dignity by speaking politely and not rushing them. Good airport service means every passenger receives equal respect and proper assistance. 8. How would you deal with a language barrier? If there was a language barrier, I would remain patient and use simple words, clear gestures, signs, or written information to help the passenger understand. I would speak slowly and politely without making the passenger feel embarrassed. If airport translation tools, language support staff, or multilingual colleagues were available, I would ask for assistance. I would also use flight numbers, gate numbers, maps, and visual directions where possible. The main goal is to make sure the passenger receives accurate information and feels supported despite the communication difficulty. 9. Why should we hire you for this airport staff position? You should hire me because I understand that airport staff must be reliable, professional, calm, and customer-focused at all times. I can communicate clearly, follow instructions carefully, and work well with the team. I am punctual and understand that timing is very important in airport operations. I also know how to stay polite when dealing with difficult passengers or stressful situations. I am willing to learn airport procedures quickly and take responsibility for my duties. I believe I can represent the airport or airline in a positive way. 10. How would you handle a passenger with incorrect travel documents? If a passenger had incorrect travel documents, I would handle the situation carefully and professionally. I would first check the documents according to the required procedure and confirm what is missing or incorrect. I would explain the issue politely and clearly to the passenger without blaming or embarrassing them. Since travel documents are very important, I would not make exceptions or ignore rules. If needed, I would refer the passenger to the airline desk, supervisor, immigration support, or relevant authority. Accuracy and safety must always come first. 11. What does good customer service mean in an airport? Good customer service in an airport means helping passengers in a polite, clear, and efficient way while following safety and company rules. Passengers may be tired, nervous, late, or confused, so airport staff must be patient and professional. Good service includes giving accurate information, listening carefully, solving problems where possible, and treating every passenger with respect. It also means staying calm during delays, queues, or complaints. In an airport, good customer service is not only about being friendly, it is also about being reliable, accurate, and helpful. 12. How would you manage long queues at check-in or boarding? To manage long queues, I would stay calm, organized, and communicate clearly with passengers. I would make sure the line is moving as efficiently as possible while still following all procedures. If passengers are confused, I would guide them to the correct queue or counter. I would also identify urgent cases, such as passengers close to departure time, and follow the correct escalation process. If more support was needed, I would inform a supervisor. Good queue management requires patience, teamwork, and clear instructions to reduce passenger frustration. 13. How do you ensure accuracy in your work? I ensure accuracy by paying close attention to details, following procedures step by step, and double-checking important information. In airport work, accuracy is extremely important because mistakes with documents, baggage tags, flight details, or passenger information can create serious problems. I would never rush important checks, even during busy periods. I would stay focused, avoid distractions, and ask for clarification if I was unsure. I believe being accurate is part of being professional because passengers, airlines, and airport operations depend on correct information. 14. What would you do if you noticed suspicious behavior at the airport? If I noticed suspicious behavior, I would not ignore it or try to handle it alone unless trained and authorized. I would stay calm, observe important details, and report the situation immediately to the correct security team or supervisor according to airport procedures. I would avoid alarming passengers or creating panic. Safety and security are the top priorities in an airport, so even small concerns must be taken seriously. My responsibility would be to follow protocol, communicate clearly, and support security staff if needed. 15. How would you handle a flight delay announcement? If there was a flight delay, I would communicate the information clearly, calmly, and professionally. I would make sure passengers receive accurate updates based on official information, not guesses. I would explain the delay, expected next steps, gate information, or where passengers can get assistance if needed. I understand that delays can make passengers frustrated, so I would remain patient and respectful. I would also help direct passengers to seating, service desks, or airline representatives. Clear communication can reduce confusion and prevent unnecessary complaints. 16. Can you work shifts, weekends, nights, and holidays? Yes, I understand that airports operate every day, including weekends, nights, and holidays. I am prepared to work flexible shifts because airport operations require staff availability at different times. I know punctuality and attendance are very important in this role because one person being late can affect the whole team. I am willing to adjust my schedule and plan my personal responsibilities around work requirements. I understand that shift work can be challenging, but I am ready for it because I take the role seriously. 17. How would you work with other airport departments? I would work with other airport departments by communicating clearly, respecting their responsibilities, and sharing important information on time. Airport operations depend on teamwork between check-in staff, gate staff, baggage teams, security, cleaners, supervisors, airline representatives, and ground handling staff. If there is a problem, I would not blame others. I would focus on solving it professionally. I would follow the chain of command and cooperate with colleagues to keep operations smooth. Good teamwork helps passengers receive better service and helps flights stay on schedule. 18. What would you do if a passenger lost their baggage? If a passenger lost their baggage, I would stay calm and show understanding because lost baggage can be very stressful. I would guide the passenger to the correct baggage service desk or lost luggage counter. I would ask for the necessary details, such as baggage tag number, flight number, and contact information if that was part of my role. I would explain the process clearly and avoid giving false guarantees. My goal would be to make the passenger feel supported while ensuring the correct reporting procedure is followed. 19. How would you handle a mistake you made at work? If I made a mistake at work, I would take responsibility and report it immediately to my supervisor or the correct person. I would not hide the mistake because in an airport environment, small errors can create bigger problems if they are not corrected quickly. I would explain what happened honestly, help fix the issue and learn from it so it does not happen again. I believe professionalism means being accountable. Everyone can make mistakes, but the important thing is to respond quickly and responsibly. 20. How do you deal with repetitive tasks? I deal with repetitive tasks by staying focused and understanding the importance of consistency. In airport work, some duties may be repeated many times, such as checking documents, scanning boarding passes, giving directions, or handling passenger questions. Even if the task feels routine, each passenger and each detail matters. I would avoid becoming careless and continue following procedures properly. I would also keep a positive attitude, because repetitive tasks are often essential for smooth airport operations. Discipline and attention to detail help maintain quality service. 21. What would you do if two passengers started arguing? If two passengers started arguing, I would remain calm and avoid taking sides. I would use a polite but firm tone to reduce tension and separate the passengers if possible, while keeping safety in mind. I would listen briefly to understand the issue, but I would not allow the situation to disturb other passengers or airport operations. If the argument became aggressive or unsafe, I would immediately contact security or a supervisor. My priority would be to keep the area calm, safe, and professional. 22. How would you handle confidential passenger information? I would handle confidential passenger information very carefully and only use it for work-related purposes. Airport staff may see passports, tickets, contact details, booking information, or other personal data, so privacy must be respected. I would never discuss passenger information with unauthorized people or share it casually. I would follow company policies and data protection rules at all times. If I was unsure whether information could be shared, I would ask a supervisor. Protecting passenger privacy is part of professional and trustworthy airport service. 23. How do you stay professional with difficult passengers? I stay professional with difficult passengers by controlling my tone, listening carefully, and not taking rude behavior personally. I understand that passengers may be stressed because of delays, missed flights, baggage issues, or travel anxiety. Even if someone speaks harshly, I would remain polite and focused on the solution. I would explain rules clearly and avoid arguing. If the situation became abusive or unsafe, I would involve a supervisor or security. Professionalism means staying calm, respectful, and responsible even when the situation is challenging. 24. What are your strengths for this airport staff role? My strengths for this airport staff role include patience, communication, punctuality, teamwork, and attention to detail. I can stay calm in busy situations and speak politely with different types of passengers. I am also responsible and understand the importance of following rules, especially in airport operations where safety and timing matter. I learn quickly and am willing to take instructions from supervisors. I believe my positive attitude and ability to stay organized under pressure would help me perform well and support the team effectively. 25. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself growing within the aviation or airport service industry. I would like to gain strong experience, learn different areas of airport operations, and become more skilled in customer service, safety procedures, and team coordination. My goal is to become a trusted and experienced employee who can handle more responsibility, possibly in a senior airport staff or supervisory role. I believe starting in this position would give me a strong foundation. I am committed to learning, improving, and building a long-term career. Preparing for an airport staff interview is not only about memorizing answers. It is about understanding what the job really requires: professionalism, patience, teamwork, accuracy, safety awareness, and excellent customer service. Airport staff deal with passengers during normal, stressful, and unexpected situations, so interviewers want to see that you can stay calm and follow procedures. Before your interview, practice your answers, learn about the airport or airline, and prepare examples from your own experience. If you show confidence, respect, flexibility, and a strong willingness to learn, you can make a positive impression.